With gardening season upon us, I thought it'd be a good time to take a few minutes and tell you how to pick a healthy seedling. When you go to your local garden store or even a big box store, you want to know how to pick the best plant so you're going to have the best success in your garden. Bigger is not always better, which is something I want to show you here. These are cucumbers. This is an example of a seedling that's not very healthy. See the color? It's more of a lime green. Unless the plant is supposed to be lime green, that's a bad sign. You want it to be dark green. See the difference with this one? Okay, so this is a sign, and itty bitty little tiny leaves also indicate, for whatever reason, it's stunted. It's not growing very well. So this would not be a good option for you. Either one of these would be a good plant. This one's much taller. It could be a different variety, so you can't always decide based on height. But see how the stems are nice and strong, the leaves are big, we've got new growth coming on, those are good signs. This one too, new leaf, got new growth coming on in the center. And then importantly too, you want to take a look at the roots. Have to coax this one out here just a little bit. But see how that's got good root growth? Real good, you can see it, but it's not too much. This isn't root bound, it hadn't been in its pot too long. That's something you also have to watch for. And this cucumber is the same thing. It's got good root growth going on. A lot bigger pot, so it's taking the roots longer to get to the bottom, but you can see how it's growing really well. So that's a good indication. Those are cucumbers, like I said. And then these are tomatoes, which are probably by and large the main plant that everybody gets out to buy. Tomatoes and peppers. So I want you to know how to pick a good one too. Now both of these plants are relatively equal. They're in good shape, they're both healthy, but if I had to pick between the two, I would go for this one because it has a much thicker stem, the leaves are bigger, and it's got that real dark green going on. It's more green than this one. So that's the way I would choose. And then again, you want to pop that pot out and take a look. Now you're going to make a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. See all those good roots? This plant is doing fantastic and is ready to go home to its forever home. And this one, also excellent roots. It's another good one. And then when it comes to buying perennials or herbs, you want to be able to pick the one that has the most branches. That's the stockiest and most bushy of the seedlings. See how this one is good and healthy, but it's just got a single branch. It's got new growth at the bottom, so it's doing well, but if I'm choosing between one or the other, I'm going to pick the one that is the stockiest and has the most branches coming on. Now, a little tidbit too, if you wanted to do something special like train it into a tree, this would be the kind of seedling you're going to look for that has a strong central trunk. Then you could cut the new growth off, trim all the leaves off, and get it into the bushy topiary. Most people aren't really into that. You just want a healthy plant that's going to do you well for the season or for several seasons when you're looking at perennials. This one happens to be lemon verbena, and this is one that'll come back year after year and make a little shrub. In its native habitat, it'll make a 4 to 6 foot shrub. It's huge. But here where we live, I'm in zone 7. I don't know where you may be watching this, but it's going to be what you call a tender perennial in a cold zone, and then it's also going to be one that for me dies back to the ground. It's called herbaceous, dies back to the ground, and then comes out from the root. So when you're looking at perennials, you want to go with stocky, shrubby. The more branches, the better. And again, see the nice green color, and everything's healthy, and you also want to see new growth. You don't want to necessarily pick a seedling that's already blooming, because that usually indicates it's been in its pots for quite a while. But new growth is really important, and you can see in the top of this one where you've got little growth coming on at the top, and then like this one, you can see the new growth at the bottom. And again, these have new growth going on in the center. Little leaves indicate they're brand new. And so those are the basics. If you follow those few tips on picking your seedlings, you're going to pick good ones. Should have good success. And as always, come check us out at hollyberryherbfarm.com. See what all we have going on. Check out our classes. And there's more how-to videos found there as well. Thank you.